Hi. Welcome to your world of beauty, supplements, and financial freedom. And as usual, don't go anywhere. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. Today in our world of supplements, we are still looking at kruidvat vitamin C80. Last week I showed you the content and I even ingested some so you could see. And I said you could take kruidvat vitamin C80 sublingually, just lift your tongue up and drop it under. And as well as you could just chew it, you could munch on it, you could lick it, whatever way you want to take it. It's very, very good. And yes, I have a testimonial from someone. I saw her today. I gave her this last week. And I saw her today and she told me when she I was saying I gave this supplement to someone last week. I gave this to someone last week. And I saw her today and she was like, please, because I gave her just for sample. I didn't sell it. And I would like to quickly say that this vitamin is really, really affordable. Very, very affordable. It's less than 1,000 naira. It's less than 10,000 naira. I meant to say, sorry about that. It's less than 10,000 naira. Very affordable and effective. So I gave it to somebody and I just gave her some few samples. I didn't sell it. I just opened, gave her some. And then she told me, please, do you have more of those? Do you have more of those? And I'm like, okay, if you want more, you have to buy. And she was like, wow, the one you gave to me. I gave her I gave her a very, very good quantity. And she was like, the one you gave to me, I've even finished it. It's very sweet. I finished it. And I noticed that as I took the vitamin, I had enough energy. This woman is over 40. I had enough energy. It boosted my energy. I had enough energy to run through the day and all that. And I was like, wow, okay. So most likely, I don't know, it all depends on her. Most people are camera shy. I would have put the camera on her face and have her testify for herself. But I don't know if she would like that, considering the fact that she's over 40, just like I said earlier. So I don't know. I wouldn't want to push because let me not look at it because I gave her some vitamin for free. Then I want to put her in front of the camera by force. So I might want to stay away from that. But if she offers, then you might be seeing her next week in my video. And as usual, don't go anywhere. So our medical terminology for this week is still abscess. Yes. Last week we talked about the leukocytes, and then this week we're still going to be looking more to understand in details. Actually, the reason why it's split into 3 weeks is because it's lengthy, and I want you to understand in details so that if tomorrow someone says abscess, you would be able to put 2 and 2 together and figure out what they are saying. And as usual, don't go anywhere. Stick to this channel. So last week I said I was going to explain what eventually happens to the pus. So eventually the abscess will burst of its own accord, but may be lanced by a doctor when they use a lancet to just help you. So it may be lanced by a doctor. It is inadvisable to attempt to puncture the abscess. If you're somebody that likes pressing, you see pimples, you not let it rest, you like pressing, pointing at everything on your face and on your body, it is inadvisable. It's not wise to do so. So it is inadvisable to attempt to puncture the abscess before it is ready, as such action may spread the infection. So it is not advisable to keep pressing things. You see pimples, you press it. You see a boil, you press it. You see abscesses, you press it. Please desist from such actions. It's not advisable.
Be yourself and you can be anything, just anything, by being yourself.
So today, in our world of beauty, um, last week we looked at one of the earrings, and this week I'm thinking let's take a look at one of the bracelets while I give you one or two beauty tips. And one of the things I'm going to be talking about is sometimes when your skin is becoming irritated. Sometimes when you start having all these burns and irritations, and then your skin is reacting, by giving you all those rashes and the rest, it might be your towel. Most especially when the face wants to react, it starts breaking out. It might be your towel. You might have to, ditch that towel, or you might have to stop using the same towel you use on your body for your face. You just have to discover what it is that is causing your skin to react, and then you'll be able to isolate that factor and deal with it. And then another thing I noticed is it might be the way you take out your makeup, or the way you take off your makeup. Maybe you've been on makeup since morning, and then now that you want to take the makeup off, whatever it is you're using to take that makeup, because some people will say, if I don't use makeup I don't break out, but the moment I start using makeup I start having breakout, acne, blackheads and the rest. It might be the way you take out or you take off that makeup. That might be the problem. It's not necessarily the makeup itself. While also it could be, a component of that makeup, or a component of that body cream, or a component of just something you're using that your body is reacting to. So it's for you to be able to know what it is and isolate it. And if you can't, we can walk you through it. And as usual, don't go anywhere. So today in our world of financial freedom, I like emphasizing that freedom, because everybody wants to be free. Imagine Nigeria going into another recession in less than 5 years. 2 recessions, like wow, 2 economic recessions in less than 5 years. So everybody wants to attain some form of freedom. Everybody wants to attain financial freedom, precisely. So in our world of freedom, in our world of financial freedom today, 2 weeks ago I gave you guys a brief tour of scope markets, and I would like to say, if you've not registered with scope markets, please do so. If you need my link, you're going to be seeing it displayed on the screen. So please make it a deal to be a part of the family of scope markets. And for everyone using my link, coming through me, there's an incentive for you. It's to your advantage if you use my link. Yes, I have a deal with them, so it's to your advantage if you use my link. If you need it personally, request for it, I'll send it to you. And as usual, don't go anywhere.
The world's greatest traders have all walked the exact same path you are on right now, Niall Fuller. Just bear it in mind that the same struggles you're going through, the same difficulty you're facing trying to understand the financial markets, the world's greatest traders have all gone through the same path and they came out successfully. So would you, if you remain consistent and persistent. And as usual, don't go anywhere.
I don't believe you've learned something exciting today. I asked for feedback earlier on, like when you come to my channel, do you come with your expectations and your hopes high? And has those expectations and those hopes been met, or they've been dashed? I believe they've been met, because that is why you keep coming back every week to watch the content. And I'm not taking that for granted. I really appreciate every one of you. So till I come your way again next week, don't go anywhere. See you next week. Bye.